person is desperately missing your presence and seeing the consequences of their actions, namely being deceiving themselves about how real and deep and meaningful that your connection was. I'm seeing that this is somebody who in your past did make you feel like they were only looking for something unserious or lighthearted or non-committal. It shows that this is somebody who made you feel like even small asks for consistency in terms of communication or expectations were too much of a burden for them to bear. And it feels like over time, your expectations were managed to the extent where you started to diminish what you were asking or requiring of them. But then I see that you hit a wall at some point. You were like, enough is enough. Like, I've reverse engineered myself in such a way so it's the extent where I have nothing left that I can even ask for. And it feels like you started to recognize you were getting the bare minimum for this person. So in that moment of an epiphany, it feels like you started to detach from them and started to be open to connecting to new energies. Maybe even one specific energy, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, someone that showed you interest and made you feel really attractive, really special. And I see that your person was very jealous, very envious of this energy. I'm seeing that this is somebody who now they feel very much threatened by. But truthfully, I don't even see you with that person or making big investments in that relationship. But it still feels like it was enough that you were willing to be open to new energy to spook this person from your past. So I am seeing that this is somebody who is going to take a stand here, who is going to come forward and apologize. And I see that this is an energy who has been thinking about this for a long time. It feels like they're very anxious as to how you're going to respond. They feel a lot of guilt over what they repressed in the past. They have been getting their karma. I'm seeing that this is somebody who has been losing a lot of money. This is somebody who's been making really poor decisions within their life, and somebody who's been largely affected by this, at least from what you're seeing, not at all, but for them, a lot behind the scenes. So when they do come forward and take off their mask and humble themselves, it does feel like you will receive them warmly, but I'm not sure that you'll necessarily be open to a relationship with this person. I feel like you're in this mode where you're surrendering to whatever the universe has for you, to whatever life has planned for you. And although you do care about this person being in a better place in your life and you're happy for them, it feels like there's a part of you that feels like you have to guard yourself, that you don't fully trust them, or you don't fully trust that they can give you the solid foundation you're desiring. So I would follow that instinct. It does feel like in the month of April, there is a new connection coming forward beyond that water sign, could specifically be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, someone who sees it all with you and someone who will never make all that you ask for, or all that you require seem burdensome or complicated.